You remember that episode of Saved by the Bell where Screech and Zack and AC Slater were trapped in an elevator at the school because apparently there were elevators at their school, and they reminisced on everything that had happened to them in previous seasons, and then Mr. Belding climbed into the top of the elevator and then they died? Well, I don't, because that wasn't a real episode. But it's very similar to this week's episode of Cartridge Blowers, where we look back on previous episodes and play games that others played that we thought looked cool. Does that make sense? Well, fuck you. Cody is Erik Shatterhand, fighting for a future where Dr. Solidhand stops gravity or something, in Shatterhand for the NES. I watch helplessly as my home planet explodes and everyone I ever loved dies, in Star Fox 2 for the SNES, and also in my recurring nightmares. Nikki finds a Disney Genie, but is a lot more like one of them Goosebumps episodes with monkey paw or some shit in Aladdin for the SNES. And Dylan does a much sexier dance than he usually does after committing genocides, and Orcs Must Die too for the PC. You can watch that, or I can go a little further with my Saved by the Bell fanfiction. Yeah? No? Alright, well, just watch, I guess. It's Cartridge Blowers, episode 46. I need something to blow. Incidentally, that's the title of that fanfiction I mentioned. Still no takers? No? It's okay, Tiffany Amber Thiessen. I'll still be here for you.
YNIN Podcasting, part of the EDOC NameLock Interactive Network.
Hello everybody, and welcome to YNIN's Cartridge Blowers, the show where we give video games a second chance to make it's been a long time since we've done the show this way. But yeah, second chance to make
I had this whole thing planned out with my hands, and you fucked it up.
I did.
Cody Coleman.
That's what I do. It's what I live for. But yeah, so it's been a while. Last episode we did was like a month ago when we recorded, and that was a traditional episode. It was just us playing, playing games, which was a lot of fun. But now we're getting back to the normal swing of things, where we will at the end of this episode, the last half, be playing games that we're envious of. It's Envy Week. So basically,
see, you didn't explain it right. That means like we want to be that game.
Yeah,
I don't want to be an NES cartridge to be left in someone's closet covered in dust.
I might have taken the theme the wrong way.
Okay.
But basically, we played games that we thought looked cool last time they were played on this show by someone else, but haven't gotten around to playing it. So that's
it's our rerun episode.
Yeah, it's our clip show.
Yeah.
But we did the normal thing that a lot of clip shows do, where they input like very important information in between clips, so you still have to watch it and you can't skip it. So look forward to that.
Like Friends did that like 4 times throughout the series.
Yeah, somehow to make a show important without putting any effort into it. But anyway, I'm Cody Coleman. We also have Nikki Wright, Matt Crua, and Dylan Frisbee.
Whoa!
Yeah, very nice. Good shirt.
Yes.
Right. Well, welcome back, guys. How's everything been? Have you been playing anything super fun? I know we've all been on vacations and whatnot. That's why we haven't been around. But if you have had time to play games, what has it been? Nothing?
Dylan said yes.
I did.
I'm sorry, sir. What did you say? What did you play?
Well, let's see. We played some tabletop games.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard.
So, I got to play Risk for the first time.
Yeah.
Me too.
And then a card game, Love Letter.
Love Letter's
Thanks
fun.
to my crew. That was fun. And then on my phone, I'm playing Triple Triad. Oh!
There's Triple Triad? I shouldn't be surprised.
The iOS. Finally, it's only on Android for a long time, but now it's on iOS.
Is it Square made, or is it like a third party?
No.
No, okay. Didn't think so.
But what was I going to say? So if you don't know what Triple Triad is, that's from the card game from Final Fantasy VIII. Nikki and I are big fans of that. And
yeah, it's fun. I've played it.
That's it. I got my Steam set up, so I'm gonna be playing some Steam games.
I hear you played, and I played this as well because I also purchased it this week. Small World.
Yes.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I knew there was one else.
Yeah, what do you guys think? I've talked to Nikki a little bit about it, but I've played it since then. So, what did you guys think of that one?
Oh, I love the game.
Yeah,
That was a lot of fun.
It's Risk with powers, and your race can die, and that's okay, and you just get a new one.
And I think it's a little simpler than Risk.
It is. It is a little bit simpler than
Risk. So it's a nice way to introduce people who aren't used to games like Risk.
Yeah.
It's a mix between Risk and Catan.
Yeah.
I can see that.
See that, yeah.
The board reminds me of Catan a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, there's no resource management like in Catan, but I mean, it's all conquering. But the coolest thing about it, of course, is the randomization and how it's different every time.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have a race and then a special power, and those two things can get mixed up every single time you play. Especially since there's more special powers than there are races. It's fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'll be checking out the expansion.
Yeah, I'm going to purchase it when I get my next check. So.
Yeah, I'm excited about the expansions too. But there's one that allows you, it makes the board tile based, and I like those a lot. So it randomizes it even more. And it's not like square tiles either. But they still interlock. It's interesting.
It's a jigsaw puzzle every time you play.
Yeah, so it's a lot. It's kind of like Mousetrap. And it takes forever to set up. But yeah, so Nikki, Matt, did you guys play any games?
I did. Nikki, go first.
We played all of those games, and we also played Coup, which Dylan did not mention.
Oh, yeah.
Coup is very fun. Nikki is very good at Coup.
Apparently, I'm pretty good at Coup. I don't know.
Nikki's a great liar, apparently.
But she never lied.
I never lied. It was just
garbage. I won Risk. I won Cards Against Humanity. Dylan won Small World almost every time.
And Love Letter.
And Dylan won Love Letter quite a bit.
No, yeah, quite a bit. Yeah.
And Nikki was just unbeatable at Coup. It was fucked up.
Right on.
I had fun.
I'm sure you did.
It was fun, but it was fucked up.
No, it was awesome.
Right on. Any video games?
I did play video games.
Okay, Matt.
I'm assuming they didn't, so I'll cut in.
Okay.
Before the trip. I got a game that I had donated to on Kickstarter called Shovel Knight.
Oh, I've heard about this. I hear it's very good.
I got the PC version and decided I wanted the Wii U version instead, and they wouldn't let me trade. So now I have it on both for some reason. It's fantastic.
Really? I hear good things.
When you have a Wii U, I highly recommend it. It's the best $50 you can spend.
I also, for free, speaking of Wii U, got Tank, the arcade game.
Yeah,
nice.
I haven't played that yet, but I have it.
It's fun. It's exactly like the arcade game.
Nice. Shovel Knight is kind of like Mega Man plus DuckTales plus Castlevania.
I like all three of those things.
Right, and it's an interesting mix with some fantastic music, and it gets really difficult at times, but in a good way. In a good way, it gets difficult.
So basically, the premise is you are a knight with a shovel trying to save your girlfriend, I think?
As far as you know, your lady love, Shield Knight, was killed, and you are haunted by dreams of her death. And so you have to go fight the Enchantress who has taken over the entire countryside, along with her evil knights, the Order of No Quarter. And they are all like Mega Man bosses and have various powers. And it's a lot of fun. It's very funny, but very, very unique.
Right on.
I definitely can't recommend it more. It's great.
I'll have to pick that. I've been looking for another Wii U game for when I'm done with New Super Mario Brothers Wii U, and
it's on PC, Wii U, and 3DS, and each of them have different hooks to them. I wanted the Wii U version because it allows you to post Miiverse posts in every room, every screen of the game.
Really?
So you can like leave messages for people or
That
give
is
hints.
cool.
It's really neat, yeah. And it has great touchpad functionality, so you never have to pause to switch weapons. So, which is kind of annoying in Mega Man style games.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really fun. I recommend it. Go get it.
Awesome. Very cool.
We also played Mario Kart 8.
We did.
Oh, what'd you guys
and
think?
Super Smash Brothers.
That was garbage.
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming Brawl.
It was Brawl, yeah.
We also played a different version in Pennsylvania too.
Well,
I think Dylan played Project M, right, or Melee?
yeah, it's gotten really good.
Did you play Project M or did you play Melee? Which one?
Project M.
Okay, yeah, Project M is
It's like
fantastic.
no different. Yeah, it's no different.
Yeah, it's a really great hack and very easy to put on. You can put it on a Wii U. All you need is an SD card.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You don't even.
And a copy of Smash Brothers.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could do that. Cool.
Magic. And of course, Mario Kart. I mean, none of us were really all that bad at Mario Kart. We all did pretty well, I feel.
Yeah.
It was.
Who had 8? Did you bring it with you?
Matt Turner.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mario Kart 8's a lot of fun. That is what I have been playing, but I've already talked about that, so I don't need to go into detail about it. But yeah, it's a good game. Right on. Did we play anything else, or should we?
No, but we will in the future. Let's go to the future.
In fact, let's jump into the new crap. We only got 2. Only 2 games worth talking about.
You told me about them prior to the show, and they sound really weird, Cody.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why you want to talk about them.
Because they're unique, I guess. August 4th, we're getting RPG Tycoon for the PC. It's been a Steam greenlit game. In fact, that'll be its distribution platform. Basically, you play kind of the king of a kingdom that RPGs take place in. So you have to make your kingdom appealing to the hero so that they keep coming back and stopping all the terrible shit that you are too bad at stopping it yourself. Here are the key features. You hire heroes to work for you, send them on the quest. You buy and upgrade your buildings to make them more desirable for the heroes. You have to micromanage heroes during their quests to decide on different strategies that you need to urge them to take. Then you also have to maintain the happiness of your kingdom and your heroes, unlock new events and quests. It's basically micromanaging the medieval game. Yeah,
why wouldn't I just play an RPG?
Because you don't get to be the king in those, Matthew.
Yeah, you do. It's called Little King Story for the Wii.
I actually haven't heard of that game.
It's called Fable 3.
Yeah, but you don't start out that way.
It's called Final Fantasy VI.
Alright, well, whatever. You get to be the king in these. And then that's all there is to that. And then August 5th, we get a very strange concept called Metrico, which is coming out for the PlayStation Vita. And it is a puzzle platformer that takes place in the very interesting world of infographics, where essentially you're running and doing puzzle platforming stuff on charts, pie graphs, pie charts, line graphs, metric data. So that's the artistic sort of catch.
And what's this for?
This is for the PlayStation Vita.
So why would you make a game no one wants to buy on a system that nobody owns?
Good question. I don't know. The main mechanic of this game is that the world will move, but only when you do. And it's different every screen. So sometimes you'll have to run forward to make platforms move. Sometimes you'll have to jump. And
can
that's
it work like
mechanic.
Monster Rancher, where I can import my PowerPoint presentations and generate new levels?
Yes. Your thing on the TPS reports from 1997 will completely be more difficult than average sales of Marilyn Manson records in 1998. So yeah, it's, I don't know. It's a kind of dumb concept. There actually is another game coming out using the things don't happen except when you move mechanic that looks a lot better. It's a shooter, a puzzle shooter. That
isn't that every game? Like, things don't happen unless you move. Like in Mario, if you don't move, like, time goes down and that's it.
Yeah, well,
like,
but like the
doesn't
enemies
walk
keep
towards
moving,
you.
and
but like from off screen, the Goomba is not going to spawn until you come to where he spawns.
That's true. But if you stand in front of the Goomba, he's still going to walk into you and kill you. Whereas in this game, nothing will happen at all. It's like you paused it.
No. So it's like he's too lazy to implement AI. I just want to bag on this game in every way. I haven't even seen any video or pictures of it, but this is a really dumb idea on a dumb system.
Stupid. Don't.
And whoever made it should be shot.
There you go. You heard it from Matt.
Wow.
That's
a bit heavy-handed, but okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
Anyway.
I got heavy hands.
Okay, cool. That's all I got for the new crap. Why don't we start playing some games? So, as I stated at the beginning of this show, this week is Envy Week, where basically we are playing games that other hosts of this show have played in the past that we always kind of thought we should get around to playing, but never really did. So this is where we start out with that. And I believe I'm first in the list?
You are.
Okay. Okay, so for my game, I played a game that Nikki played back in episode like 12, something like that. It
was after 12, wasn't it?
It was really early in the show's life.
Wasn't it from Judge a Game by its cover week?
It was, yeah. Maybe it was 16.
We've had two of those.
Yeah, we have. We've had two. But it was fun. Nikki, we watched it, and Nikki was super excited about it, and I thought I'd give it a shot. So
you should say the name of the game.
Did I not? Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
It's Shatterhand.
Shatterhand.
The game is Shatterhand.
If you can't shatter, it's not worth doing.
Exactly. That's the episode title, if you want to look it up. But yeah, it's kind of Mega Man-y, kind of not, but...
It reminds me a lot of Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, there's some definite Ninja Gaiden mechanics in it. But it gets very different from where Nikki played, and that's where we pick up. I started where Nikki ended. So
cool.
Let's
go back, watch me screw it up, and watch this episode, and then watch Cody kick ass. So
we'll see. So let's get in to Shatterhand for the NES.
Here we go. Whoa! You shattered that guy like straight away.
Yeah, we've just killed the ninja with a bat gun that Nikki fought in the previous one.
Did we ever find out the storyline of Shatterhand?
Not really.
Okay, you play as Erik Shatterhand.
Yeah.
A man from the future.
His surname is Shatterhand?
Yeah.
I'm changing my surname to Shatterhand.
Erik Shatterhand fights for a future.
So
where the
now we
government
get
has
to
started taking away their subways.
We get to pick a stage,
sandwich shop.
much like Mega Man, and then you teleport into it, much like Mega Man. And I did find out some things that I don't think we ever did last time. Like, I found out what money's for. You press down on those little platforms.
Happiness.
Yes, that's true.
Popcorn keeps falling on you.
It is, like, very stale popcorn, though.
And the scout from Team Fortress wants to kill you.
Yeah.
You're
Also,
not even red team. You're green team.
I have discovered that you are weaker when you wear the green jacket and more powerful when you wear the red jacket.
Yeah, you got a red jacket, man.
I'm I'm hoping.
Okay, so this is who made this level? Who's the villain of this game?
Good question. I don't know.
Dr. Solidhand. He wants no hands to shatter. Evil duck. You can't duck those bullets. What's the point? You're too tall.
What is happening?
Oh yeah, that is my major complaint about this game. Is when you die, it takes 10 seconds for you to respawn. See, if you press down on those little platforms, you buy shit with the money you've collected.
What'd you just buy?
I just refilled my health, and now I'm fighting King Arthur Zangief.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's Mecha Zangief, right?
Yeah. He's dead. I got the little bouncy
guy. Oh god,
guy.
he blew up. Oh god.
Yeah. So now I've got to Vega all over this this level.
Oh, what is that guy? He's a ninja.
Yeah. He gets to hang
That
on
robot.
too.
The robot kills stuff, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, our little robot friend. It depends on the combination of the little icons that appear in the upper part of the screen as to which one you get. But I never learned what the different combinations do. I just keep collecting.
This one seems pretty effective.
This guy is great. I like this guy.
The bouncy shot it does. Seems
Yeah.
to be neat.
Oh yeah, big time.
Can it be killed?
Yes. Yeah, they take damage just like you do, and they too can blow up.
We can all blow up.
Yeah.
In this
See,
world
can you
of
get its health
dead.
back?
Huh?
Can you get its health back?
Not to my knowledge. I decided I wanted to keep him, so I didn't grab that last one.
So he's about to blow up.
Yeah, well, yeah, but
It's flashing red. Or even hyper mode.
Oh, I put it at 2x speed so that this part, which is actually pretty slow, wouldn't take up too much of the video.
Okay. What is the G you're standing on? What does that mean?
It's gravity. So,
Okay.
that's the direction of gravity.
Isn't it always?
Well, now it's different.
Oh.
I faded forward.
Your robot died, though.
Yeah, my robot's dead. He got killed by a spike.
Watch out for that urchin.
Yeah,
And these small cops who are trying to shoot you.
I have healed.
Gut shot.
So those guys earlier, the Team Fortress guys, they were shooting standing up, and you could not duck under them. Those guys were kneeling and shooting you, and you could totally duck under them.
I could. Yeah,
Height makes no sense in this game.
you're right.
And you just got gravity into the fire.
Yeah. I didn't really think that would happen because there wasn't a gravity thing above me, but I was incorrect.
It's weird seeing you play this game, because the last time I saw this game played, someone was speedrunning it,
Yeah.
and they were
Speedrunning it, yeah.
and they were good.
Well,
Aw.
thanks, you dick. Last time I saw someone play this game, it was on the show.
And it
now I
was
got-
also bad.
Whoa,
It was about as good as me. So I've got some boomer.
I would argue you're doing better than the bitch who did it before.
Now I got red thing, so that's what 100
Oh, cool.
do. So now I'm pretty strong.
Wait, but 100
But now I'm
got
also
you got you the strong red vest.
Yeah.
But 2000 did what?
It gave me a life.
Ah,
Anyway,
that's not
so
worth it.
I never made it to the. I decided I wanted to move forward to whatever this is, and it's got purple versions of that guy that kneels and shoots,
Okay.
and
And
ninjas.
And like spray paint robots.
Yeah. I
You
don't
don't have
have.
enough
I don't
money.
have enough. Yeah.
You should get money and come back, because if that's
Yeah.
the vest.
The vest is important. Though the
Ah.
ninjas die with like one hit.
Hey, go back, go back.
Well, I didn't want to. I want to keep moving
Ah.
forward, Matthew.
God, you never listen to me in the future. I like how there's so few colors on the NES, so when you hit them, they flash your color.
Yeah.
Well, not that guy. That guy stayed pink. Breast cancer awareness. Why is everyone pink?
I don't know.
Are you like anti-gay rights or something, and you're busting up a pride rally?
Oh God, I hope not. The dark story of Shatterhand.
Then what'd you just buy?
I refilled my health.
For how much was that?
300.
I thought it was 100.
100 gives you the red vest. 300 refills your health.
And ew, what are you in?
So I got weird alien fetuses that float above me.
Yeah, those look like dead kittens.
Oh, 1 punch, 2 deaths.
Yeah.
Oh,
So now I got the grown-up version of the alien fetus,
That looks like an adult dead kitten.
which for some reason appears to not be able to move one of his arms.
You ever play Resident Evil 4?
Yeah.
You know,
this snail cat evolved.
those things in the
Still just as slow. Still just as ugly.
horrifying. Oh, it's complete.
I got the stupid sword guy.
This seems not as good.
No, he's not super helpful. Even though I did kill the ninja with him at the beginning of the game, but that guy jumped up into the air a lot. These guys aren't super helpful.
I mean, he just seems like he's an extension of your own punch.
Yeah. Just higher up.
Which is, you know, what I want my children to be one day. Oh, you gotta kill this guy. There's a coin. There's a coin in it for you. It's gonna be gone. Ugh. Get the vest. Get the vest. Yes. Get the vest. Around.
He blows up into, like, little intestine chunks.
You'd rather him blow up into something else?
No one else shoots organs when they die.
I do. I promise you I will.
That's good to know.
So can you only buy one thing at a time?
You can buy... You can... whatever you have the money for.
How can you buy more health?
Well, per platform. Only one thing per platform. But there are sometimes multiple platforms in a row.
So does the purple stuff have any effect on you? Like it
Oh
looks
no!
like it makes you walk slower?
For some reason, like it makes me slower. Yeah, but it doesn't hurt me or anything.
So wait, how'd you lose your red vest?
I got hit. If you get hit, you lose it.
What?
That's bullshit. What?
You paid $100 for that vest.
I did.
I think I look like Marty McFly and you lose it?
These guys just don't understand, you know. You need to save up. A week's worth of newspaper delivery money.
Stupid shambling dead cat fetus.
Oh. And teleport. What?
Now I'm at the boss.
Okay. Dr. Solidhand, here he goes. No?
Oh. Predator.
Yeah, it's like armored predator cat.
Snail predator.
Watch
SWAT
out.
cats.
He throws those little gears and
The
dashes.
SWAT cats, the radical squadron. Oh. Punch him. Punch him in the face and the arm. Punch him in the arm.
Where we're fighting, we don't need jets.
Man, one thing I really miss about the NES is when people would change the way they're facing. Their sprite would just swap directions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like he's got like one cybernetic arm, but it keeps changing
Yeah.
which arm it is. It's got like a big wire hanging
It's
off.
like Kano in the Mortal Kombat franchise.
Right.
Cybernetic guy every time.
Come on, Shatterhand.
I do find it a little frustrating that it would keep glitching to where I couldn't see me for a while. But I could still totally get hit.
Erik Shatterhand.
Oh no!
So I've died, and that was my last life. So
That's a bummer. It seems like a pretty easy boss.
well, you know, not everyone can be an awful person. So yeah.
You can.
Well, okay. But I actually really like Shatterhand. I thought it was really great.
Yeah, it seems like a really fun game.
Yeah, it gets better after the first level, and you get to pick the different styles. I played another level that I cut out because it was less interesting. But it too was fun, and it played a lot more like Mega Man. Like when you enter into the boss, it had the exact same, like, one thing traps you in, and then the other one opens up to where the only way you can move is to fight the boss, and it's fun. But anyway, yeah, I recommend it. Shatterhand is fantastic NES game. It's one of the last ones. So
You can kind of tell.
yeah. I was hoping I tried to see if they had remade it so that I could play that for the show.
Where is Super Shatterhand?
That is a good question. He's playing chess in the park. Matt, you're up next. I don't know.
Okay, so I also chose a game that Nikki played. Apparently, we just like Nikki's taste in games.
Yeah.
Well.
I chose a game that she played in episode 19 of the show, which was our unreleased games episode. Nikki on that episode played Star Fox 2 for the Super Nintendo. And I wanted to play it because I love Star Fox, and I've actually never really played Star Fox 2, which is weird. I probably should have by this point in my life. But I had not, so I figured I would track it down and I imported myself a copy.
Yeah.
And I managed to find something that makes it very different from Nikki's version that she played on the show. My version has an English translation.
Nice.
Yay!
Was it like a fan translation?
It was, yeah, but it was based on the the official Nintendo English translation, because the game was pretty much done.
Oh.
Yeah,
Cool.
I'm playing from what is essentially the alpha build of the game.
Very cool.
And
Wow.
it was, or I'm not sorry, not the alpha, but the beta. And it was basically all the way complete to the point where there's even like a credit sequence for this game.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, with full Nintendo of America credits for translation and everything. And it was only canceled because the Nintendo 64 was supposed to come out. And so they said, well, let's not do a 3D game on the Super Nintendo. Let's save all our 3D stuff for that other system.
What a
Yeah.
waste of money.
Right. And just have the Super Nintendo hang out. The problem is that the 64 didn't come out for about a year and a half.
Wow.
They thought it was going to come out much sooner. But
I don't remember the delay, but I also wasn't paying that close attention back then.
It wasn't really much of a delay. It was just this game was finished in early 95.
Oh. Okay.
Late 94. And the 64 came out in 96.
So you could beat this game.
Yes, there is.
All right.
There is an ending, and you may or may not see it here.
Okay.
But I also found out how to play the game, what it's all about, since it's in English. It's very weird.
Really?
It's really strange. So let's just start it, and hopefully I'll have enough time to explain what it is as the gameplay begins. So here we go.
I
Star
honestly
Fox.
don't remember this.
Star Fox 2. All right, so if I remember correctly, I decided another way to differentiate myself from Nikki is I'm playing on expert mode.
Oh, wow.
Because I played myself on normal, and I beat the game in 5 to 10 minutes.
Holy
And I was
shit!
like, well,
Really?
This is too easy. So I'm going to expert. So the conceit of the game is that what you have here is this whole map of the Lilat system, the galaxy that you live in, and the evil Andros is going to attack your big planet in the bottom left, Corneria, by shooting missiles and sending ships from various bases across the galaxy. So you can choose your character from any of the 4 Star Fox team, plus 2 characters who never appear in any other Star Fox game. And you have to basically
You weren't
fly.
Lady Poodle?
I did not choose Lady Poodle. No, I went with Fox and Peppy.
Okay.
And you had to go around and basically manage the whole galaxy. As
It's nice.
attacking
That
you.
is weird.
What
It's nice that
What?
you have this translation so that you have a better idea of what the objectives and whatnot are.
Right.
Or
Because,
an idea of
man,
what...
I was lost when I played this.
Understandably so. I mean, it's not super coherent. I mean, it sort of tells you, hey, listen, these guys are shooting missiles at the planet. Please stop them.
Yeah.
And that whole thing would actually come back in Star Fox Command for the Nintendo DS. They actually kind of reused that whole style of gameplay from an unreleased game, which is pretty neat. Though this weird walking spider thing never came back because it was stupid looking and looks really silly.
It looks like they tried to have a transformer.
Well, you can actually transform at will by pressing select. So I can become a ship again, which I think I do in a second. Because I can't jump up here.
You have a rotate polygons button.
Fuck. I did it. I became a ship, and I hit the wall. Now notice, if you see at the top left, it says Corneria, 15%. So this is something I never encountered on normal mode. Expert mode ramps up the difficulty immensely. So while I'm in the level, my world is still being attacked on the map screen. So how fast you do stuff matters.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So I beat that level, and I fly out, and I take out a missile, and I'm feeling pretty good. I took out 2 battleships. I'm thinking I can go take on Andros now. But he says, ho-ho, don't get too cocky. Because now he's got like 8 more bases.
Oh,
and I'm
shit.
like, fuck, what do I even do? He's gonna launch IBM at us, an old computer company. And now all those missiles are coming from my planet.
You better shoot those fuckers down.
And every time you touch a missile, it sends you into this little random battle where you have to actually physically shoot down the missile. It's kind of neat in that each missile is different. There are different types of missiles. Like this is a weird spider one. There's the pencil one that splits into different missiles when I shoot it. And I also found out on the original episode 19, I asked, why does the blaster have a health meter? It's because you can charge it and shoot a charge shot.
Okay.
That homes in and is very, very useful.
It looks exactly like a pencil.
Right, doesn't it?
Shoot down missile number 2.
You'll also notice every level in this game is in all range mode, which means there's nothing that's like a straight line, like a rail shooter. Everything is 360 degrees, which is kind of disorienting.
Awesome. This game is fantastic.
It is really cool, yeah. You can also switch between your pilot and on the map screen by pressing select. So I could be Peppy if Fox was getting low on health.
Oh, that's cool. Does it matter? Like, do other pilots have different abilities?
Yes, they do. For instance, Peppy has more health, and his natural item is a health refill.
Oh,
Fox.
Cool.
Fox has less health, but is faster and does more damage, and his natural item is a shield.
Okay.
So here I am, I'm fighting a member of Starwolf, who were introduced in the 64 version, but they were really introduced here, you just didn't know it yet.
They were supposed to be.
And this is the health refill item. I have 4 left now, because this guy was kicking my ass. But I got him, I got Andrew. And he'll remember this. No, he won't, he's dead.
Looks like some weird cyber
They will
teddy
laugh
bear.
at him at the entrance
Yeah,
to
I know.
Valhalla.
And I think Nikki killed one of Starwolf in her gameplay. But I end up having to fight just about every member because when I beat one, guess what comes up? Another one right away. And these fights take forever.
It's like a 1990s RPG.
Right.
Walking between towns.
And these fights take forever, plus, they're really difficult. And like I said, and the fights are also all the same. There's no difference, aside from the text. And while those fights are going on, the galaxy is being destroyed. As you can see, it's at 66%.
Shit. Oh my god. Is it 66% destroyed or health?
Destroyed. If it
72!
If it gets to 100, I lose the game.
Oh my god, okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of tense.
So I've got to hurry up and beat this guy. So I'm trying to kill this guy because he's right next to the planet, and you can see that because the planet is actually below me, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to find this guy and shoot him. He's only weak when he opens up.
As are most people, Matthew.
And then he just runs away. He He just
Out
leaves.
of range.
He just leaves. I'm like, well, shoot. I'm just going to go fight this battleship. And it's a good thing I did, because I would find out later on that if I fight him again, all his health is refilled. So I have to beat him in one go. So I go and I blow up that battleship. But in the course of fighting the battleship, I got up to 99%.
Uh-oh.
And so I'm like, well, I better move towards the planet, I guess. Nope. If I move even an inch, it gets to 100. Blah. It's all over.
Shit. The dog died.
Well, here's the bad ending of Star Fox 2.
I like that there is a bad ending. I'm sorry you had to see it, though.
Canaria fell down.
Man?
Just pick yourself back up again. So, I decided, well, that's not a good way to end the show. So instead, I loaded my save from the normal difficulty. and here's the last level of the game. So on normal, after beating everything, and here is, I believe it's called Astropolis, which is Andross's floating base. In Star Fox 64, he had a whole planet, so I guess he
Andross's base is Astropolis?
Yes, Astropolis.
Okay.
So I navigate through this, and it turns me into my shitty walker. And every boss fight, aside from the start...
the last area of the game?
Yes.
I feel like I got here in mine.
Well, every boss fight inside of a ship is almost exactly like this.
Okay.
Why are you shooting M. Bison's hat?
And they're really easy. I don't know. I think that's just Andross's symbol. So now, I beat that, Andross's floating Zod cube comes out. And
he's in a cube. He's been trapped there this whole time.
And so I follow him down and into an explosion that turns into a drug trip. And if you've ever actually beaten Star Fox 64, this will look familiar, because this is very much like the last boss of that game. And he turns into a face, and I blow up the face, and I blow up the cube. And if I had gotten here on extreme difficulty, he would have hands, just like in Star Fox 64, which is really neat.
Huh.
So it shows how many ideas they took from this and turned into the later game. So I beat Andross, and I slowly fly out just ahead of the explosion because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Oh, I'm Peppy, by the way, because fuck Fox. I have a slightly fatter ship. That was a wonderful explosion effect.
Yeah, it's, I cannot tell that this was Super Nintendo at all. Though, honestly, this is only moderately worse than the 3DO effects in Shot Creature.
I don't think this is worse than Shot Creature.
Okay, fair enough.
And so all of our characters get a little voice clip because, you know, we're only capable of one voice clip per person on the Super Nintendo. And we fly into the Great Fox prototype design that would be changed greatly on the 64 version. And we fly home. Everyone gets a medal.
Yay!
We're all winners.
And now the whole point of the game is to play it again on either the same difficulty or higher, and get a better score. It's one of those.
It's like an arcade game.
Right. I feel like a lot of this was very arcadey. So we got the credit sequence, and I skipped ahead a little bit.
It's probably good.
And it even has the translation staff, so thanks a lot, guys who hacked the game.
Gideon Z, Satsu, D4S.
Fusoya.
Oh, I didn't get that last one.
And so this is your score screen. Shows you how many battleships were destroyed. You have to enter your name. It's literally an arcade.
Yeah, man.
But I like this because every time you select a letter, watch. Yeah,
Sweet.
blast it. And it has this wonderful like lullaby. And that's it. That's
awesome.
That's Star Fox 2.
All right, man.
I was really pleased with it. That video was about 11 minutes. I cut it down from an hour and a half.
Wow. I was going to say, you've damn near speed ran that.
I played that game a lot today.
Oh.
Good job in editing, Matthew.
Thank you. It was fun. It's a really good game. I can see why they wouldn't release it now, seeing as so many other Star Fox games took stuff from it.
Yeah.
And did it better, really. I mean, Star Fox 64 is still a way better game than Star Fox 2. But Star Fox 2 has its own charm, and honestly, I spent a lot of last night listening to the soundtrack. It's a really cool. It's got cool music.
Cool.
And is very, very unique. You're never going to see anything like that on the Super Nintendo, really.
I don't think so.
I mean, it runs on its own chip that was only made for that game.
Wow.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, Super FX2.
I wonder how mad the Star Fox 2 guys were when they finished the game and it got canceled.
Probably insanely angry.
They were mad enough to dump it on the internet in the early 2000s.
That's a good point. All right, so there was Star Fox 2. Nikki, what do you got for us?
I decided to play Aladdin, which we were talking about what episode this was from before the show, and I went and looked, and it was from the Disney Games theme from way back in episode 6.
Oh,
Right
okay.
So, yeah, it was originally played by Dylan, so...
There we go.
Yeah, admittedly, I did play this game a couple of times as a kid, but it was mostly to play the whole new world level with the carpet.
Yeah.
Because, yes...
Like diamonds.
But one thing I do remember is watching a friend play, and she said to me, "Nikki, I need you to remember this code."
Oh,
And I didn't
yeah.
I didn't have paper, so I just repeated it a million times until I felt that I remembered it. And to this day, I still remember it off the top of my head.
I believe
So,
you've even mentioned it in an episode of this show.
I think I mentioned it back in episode 6.
Yeah.
So,
All right. Okay. Well, then, do you have anything else you want to say about, or should we get right in?
I make a kind of big screw up at the start of the game, and I left it in. So.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I like it. All right, let's watch Disney's Aladdin for the Super Nintendo.
Alrighty.
Oh no!
You're a beautiful singer.
I know it.
Never quit.
Also, you're muted, Nikki.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
So, oops.
Genie, Aladdin.
Double oops.
Oh.
Oh.
Aw.
Aladdin, what are you doing?
So I'm like,
stop.
is there a way to like start, select, reset? Nope. Okay. Hard reset, I guess.
Hold on. I noticed something in that little clip for a second. There's a little girl whispering something into a rooster's ear. Background.
Yeah.
A rooster's in a basket.
She needs a confidant, too.
It's that part of the song where it talks about all the little girls taking their clothes off.
Cock whispers.
Oh. So, let's get this password correct, Genie. Jafar, Aladdin, and for some reason I'm like, let's cycle anyway, because it's
You
Aladdin
gotta see all
and
the
Abu.
faces.
Yeah,
You completed.
that's really weird English.
You did, though.
Aladdin
So Aladdin and Abu
escape.
escape and deliver the lamp to Jafar, but he tricks them and seals them into the cave. Fortunately, Abu cleverly stole the lamp. In order for Aladdin to read it, Aladdin rubs his sleeve and poof, rubs his sleeve on it. A genie appears, but first he invites Aladdin into the lamp?
What?
I remember this part of the movie.
Come. Have some acid. Trip balls. My name is Genie and I will
So
make you trip
this
balls.
game is like a lot harder than I thought it would be.
I don't remember this part of the game.
I
It
do.
seems like I would remember this the most. the weird like drug trip in the middle of the game.
Right.
No, this stage is really hard. I hated the stage.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult.
Genie stole the idea for these platforms from Dr. Wily.
Yeah. And then this is where things get a bit frustrating.
I know, because Robin Williams.
Yeah.
What the hell? Genie just wanted to kill his new master before
He
he had
did.
a chance to make a wish. And
So
then
to me, it
Genie's
looks
shocked
like
by it.
it looked to me like I landed on that cloud, but you know, I can go through it too. Whatever.
At them 40 thieves, Sharon's only had 1,000 tales.
If you can't tell, I'm trying to make it through the level as
So-
fast as I can.
So Genie is a bunch of platforms.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
and in
Genie's
the
head is
background.
in the back.
Yeah.
Genie is shadow clones.
And then his giant hand.
Yes. And then there's the genie.
What is happening?
You know,
Genie
if
is
he really
omnipresent.
wanted to, he could just teleport you to the end.
Yeah, he could just not make you do all the shit.
Right?
Or he could actually install a ground in his lamp.
He could
I
have
don't know
just
why
not
I
brought
did
you
that.
into the lamp.
That was really dumb of me. Yeah, there was nothing in the movie where he was brought into the lamp.
Like, I don't know.
So-
If I had friends and, like, I knew of this incredibly dangerous place they're probably going to die in, don't know if I'd just drag them there when I first met
Well, and
them.
also in the movie, the genie says that there's an tiny living space. It's not this like
Yeah.
Cartesian
That's true.
like thing where it's bigger on the inside. It's
I like
it's
how he
not
has
this
a
weird
Vegas
genie
sign for
casino.
his own name on it.
Right?
I'm confused. So if you die in here, you can game over, right?
You can,
So it's
but
like
you get 0 before you game over.
right, but I mean,
So there's
it actually affects your lives. So he's actively murdering you
Yeah.
yes.
because this is
I
all
do
he's
wanna-
doing.
But no one
I do
wished
wanna-
for it, so it's okay. It's not against the rules.
He wished it.
I
You
do
wanna
want to
point out.
point out that there is this like really cool. I mean, I don't know what triggers this. I'm assuming it's randomly generated, where you don't have to go through all of like the gymnastic bullshit with the card jumping and the flipping. He'll just generate clouds and clouds only, like he just did.
That's way
But
easier.
I don't know what triggered that though.
He's, I know why Genie's crazy. Also, he's egotistical.
Yes.
He's a gigantic egotist. This is a
He
little
is
bit less
ballooned now.
egotistical.
Well, this one is a little bit disturbing, and you'll see why here in a minute. I think maybe Genie might be a little suicidal or something. And that's why.
Huh.
All
He
right,
likes pain. It's a fetish.
Genie, it's okay. We're here to help.
He gets
Whoa.
all upset when you try to slow him down. He's like, "No,
I want to die.
I have to do this."
I have a date with some spikes.
Do you understand what life is actually like? Wait.
Why?
Wait.
Hey, you landed on that.
I agree that I landed on that. I like Genie's face when you walk over to the no side.
I'm not done torturing you yet.
Yeah.
Do you have infinite continues in this game?
No, you don't.
Okay.
That's too bad. You need them.
You do need them. This is bunny tracking of the highest degree.
That jump sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Genie, no.
Ah, how infuriating.
Yeah. And
Oh
you
my
can't do
God.
that either, so...
Well, that sucks.
Aladdin, you're not the Persian prince. Stop.
So, okay, so Genie's head is balloons.
Yes.
And the whole background is filled with weird bubbles and clouds.
Yes.
We're standing on vaguely, I guess I could accept these as Arabic platforms. Full of diamonds and gems and riches and stuff.
Yes.
So what's with the bird in the pot?
I have no idea. I was wondering
That's
about
the
that.
rooster. The girl said, "Hey, go in a pot and fly."
In a lamp.
And the rooster said, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
What else am I gonna do? I'm a fucking rooster.
See, you're just to get my head chopped off.
Ugh. This is perilous.
Yeah.
Hey, you made it.
I made it. I am the best.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Is that a continue point?
No, it's not. Those don't exist in this game.
Oh
You'll
my
get like
God.
something. You get something special. You get like a bonus round if you make it.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Screw this game.
Yeah.
Fucking tornadoes, man.
At least has good music.
Yeah. It would have to be good. I mean, it's from the movie, which wasn't, a bad movie.
Yeah. It's
Perverted as hell, though.
well, that has nothing to do with music.
You big nabob.
Oh, Nikki.
Ah.
This game is like heralded as a classic or whatever, but
Yeah.
after seeing this level, I kind of hate it.
Yeah.
I'd rather just
Yeah.
watch the movie.
Yeah.
At least you
It'd be
got.
cool to see that bonus game, right, guys?
That would be.
Indeed. Good fucking luck.
Whoa!
Aladdin.
Stop it!
Aladdin.
Quit
Fuck is
grabbing
happening?
onto the wrong side of fucking pillars. Whoa.
Genie is really actively trying to kill you.
He is.
Well, he doesn't want any masters.
Ah.
So close.
This is frustrating. That was
It
frustrating.
was so frustrating.
Game over. All right,
Aladdin,
Nikki.
why? Aladdin.
So,
Why-
what do you think?
It was an exercise in frustration, but I mean, it was fun to give it a shot.
Okay. So,
Well,
would
I
you play
mean,
it again?
it's certainly not the worst game we've ever had on the show.
No, not at all.
And
No.
I mean, Aladdin is fun. It's a well-made game.
Yeah.
That level in particular just seems mega shitty.
It's
was.
really difficult.
I think when I played it, I beat it. I beat that game. But it was a pain in the ass.
Yeah, understandable.
All right. Well, is there anything else you want to say about Aladdin before we move to our final game of the evening?
I'm sad that I remembered that code.
You'll never forget it.
I'll never forget
That's
it.
on your tombstone.
No.
Genie Jafar, Aladdin, Abu. That's here lies.
We all have codes we'll remember forever, Nikki. Don't worry about it.
Your codes are cool.
Queen Extreme kills King because he a bastard.
All right, Dylan, tell us about your game.
Well, I played Orcs Must Die 2.
Right on.
And I think, Cody, you played that.
I played that in the medieval episode, I believe. Yeah.
Yes. So
Um,
I don't know what episode that was, but
you'll find it.
yeah, so I played it and I really enjoyed it. I remember watching you play it and I loved it.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
an interesting
remember
concept.
I was waiting for it to come out on console.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know if it ever did, but I forgot about it.
Well, right on. That's
Yeah,
what this
and it's-
episode's for.
Yes. So let's play it.
All right, cool.
Jump on in.
Let's do it.
All right.
I will enjoy.
So you're playing as the lady.
Yes, because she's a lot more fun.
Yeah.
There's more aspects to her gameplay. Whereas the guy, the war mage, you have a gun. And I'm sure you get to change your weapons as you play, but you start off with the gun and you launch a grenade at the enemies
Yeah.
that will kind of blow them out. She has much more faster long range attacks, and also you can charge them up. And it also has knockback capabilities when you charge it.
Yeah.
And then her secondary attack is to charm an enemy, and they go and fight the other enemies.
That
And it
was
kinda
my
slows
favorite
them down.
part of her.
Yeah, 'cause it gives you so much more time because, and then when they kill that enemy, like they kill your charmed enemy, it blows up, and everything is stunned. It's just much more forgiving, more more choices in style to use her. So this first stage, you only get to, well, 3 if you count her wand, but you get to put 2 traps down, 2 different types, which is the acid and then the freeze.
Yeah, I guess we should state the point of the game. It's like an action tower defense game.
Yes.
Nikki and Matt, you're both muted, by the way.
No, I'm not.
Yeah. You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Deception. The game where I had to kill humans was my choice.
Oh yeah,
like, where you
yeah.
put
It
traps
is. It
around
is
the
like
house.
that. Only this is a better game.
Wow.
I almost played Deception though for this for this week.
Okay, so what are these like fans?
Yeah, they freeze them.
Yeah.
When they walk
Okay.
over, they get frozen. And it can either kill them or just slow them down, basically. And then it gives you a chance to shoot them. So this is actually my second playthrough. My first one I recorded didn't record audio, but I will say it was much more intense because I didn't know what I was doing. So yeah, this is I already knew it was coming up. Unfortunately.
It's yeah, like in Deception, it's a similar concept, but like you have like 2 or 3 guys at any given time that you're trying to kill, and this has the normal tower defense wave after wave of enemies thing.
And yeah, this stage is way too easy.
And what's shooting out of the walls? Acid?
Acid.
Yeah,
Horrifying. You're a monster.
I know it.
She enjoyed it though.
Now what's happening? There are grids
Now
everywhere.
it's the building stage, right?
Yes. So you get like 3 rounds to rebuild while they wait for you, and you get to choose when to unleash the horde. Other times in between rounds you have about 10 seconds, but this is like before a big wave. You get the rebuild. Change up your strategy a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can build while you're fighting, it's just that they're coming at you pretty quick.
Yeah, you can also utilize the minecart as
Oh, yeah.
well, but it's much more difficult to do. There's a later level where you can actually activate the minecart by hitting a lever, I believe.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets pretty crazy. I start utilizing the
So why are they
charm.
attacking you?
Because that's what orcs do.
Yeah, there's something about them. I forget. This is the second game. They talk more about it at the beginning of the game now. About the magic seal being released, and they're trying to get out of the mines or something like that.
Okay.
But you're not. They're trying to get through you rather, and they'll attack you on the way. But their ultimate goal is to make it to the other end.
They basically they yearn to be free, and you will have none of it.
And your thought
Exactly.
process, of course, that orcs must die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then you dance.
Wow, what the fuck is that dance
That
about?
was weird.
that's victory.
That's victory. So I just move on to the next stage. Well, after I'm done setting up. Now, the first time I played this, I totally forgot about the other side. So I set all my traps up on this side, and then the second wave came in from the right, and I had no traps. So
Yeah.
I had to go into all combat, stop them, and that was real sketch.
It's
So
damn near impossible to do.
yeah. So here I gave up my acid spraying, and I put down freezing traps and spike traps, and then
Okay.
gave myself a magical ability that throws. It's like an earthquake move. And
Yeah,
all
I've never
these, like,
used that
skull
fissure thing before. That's pretty cool.
It's awesome. It uses your magic, but it's pretty devastating. I really like it. But the acid traps also, I think, are just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
This ability gave me more to do instead of just waiting around.
So what dictates
then-
how many traps you can place?
Money.
At the bottom left.
I see.
He has 1,069, but he has 300. And like, I forget how you get money in this game. Is it just by defeating the orcs, or?
When you're defeating orcs, you'll see little numbers pop up when they die. Little 10, 10, and depending on the enemy, will be a certain amount. That's your money, and then at the end of waves, you get a huge bonus.
Okay, cool.
And that's where you get most of your money.
That's a cool power.
Yeah,
why wouldn't you always just use that?
Because you have magic, and it takes a lot of magic to use.
I guess it's the replenishing blue bar.
Yeah.
Yes.
Man, I always wasted my upgrades on fucking traps. I need to get fissure spells.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
They're gonna
Wish
get
you
through
could
that
play this.
little area. Oh, no, they're
What's
not.
that?
Never mind. You left a little walkway where they can get through.
Oh, they get through, don't worry. I'm not really good with mouse and keyboard, though, and that's what you played this on.
It does have 360 controller support.
Really?
Yeah.
Not
That's what I
the
played mine with.
version I was playing. Did you actually buy it, or did you get the demo?
Yeah. No, I own it. It came it came with my headphones, actually.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Wait, did you buy it on Steam or the actual
No,
disc?
it came with a disc.
Oh, okay.
Wow, they're getting through badly, man.
Yeah, well, they will.
Grab that potion.
I don't need it. That's health.
So if they get through the door, then what happens?
Well,
Society crumbles?
Yes.
Why is it you versus like a million others?
Yeah, why isn't anyone helping you?
She's the only
don't
orc
know.
racist. You
There's
can
gotta
sell
be
your
at least
traps,
one
dude.
more.
Medieval 1944.
I will say this: I should have turned down my sensitivity. It was pretty hard to get it lined up where I wanted it to be.
Yeah. The feng shui of your traps is just very off.
Yeah.
Alright, unleash the horde.
I love that charge up move. It's so fun.
They blow the fuck up, man.
The music is pretty cool, too.
Yeah.
So here comes a new enemy. It's kind of like the tank from Left 4 Dead. It's just a giant rock golem thing. When you kill them, they split off into smaller versions.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of felt like they were more of a later level kind of villain to introduce and not like level 2.
Yeah. And they're pretty resistant. They're good to charm though, and that's what they're good for. You charm them and let them go nuts on everything else.
Yeah.
And charming also takes magic, so it's not like you just go and charm everything.
Which is probably good.
Yeah. Oh, it'd be too easy.
Yeah.
And this difficulty is on medium, by the way.
Let's begin.
That's good.
I wanted to play Nightmare mode, but it won't let me on demo.
Lame.
I know.
So you better get out there and start attacking them early.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Unlike most tower defense games, you can't really just kind of let them flow. You gotta go get
No.
them.
Yeah.
This guy just charm him, let him sit there.
So your charm ability just freezes them for a little bit?
No, what it does is it makes them go attack the enemies. They basically, it's like mind control. But if there's no enemies, they'll just hang out. So it just gave me a little bit of time to catch up.
Oh god. Oh god.
When those big guys die from charming them, when they blow up, do they split into the two small ones? Like
yes,
normal?
they do.
Okay.
Yep. Sucks.
Oh god, there's so many.
Yeah, they start coming in tougher versions, and it just gets hard to kill them.
Thank goodness for freezing.
Yeah, man.
I know it. I know it.
It's one of the most useful traps.
That is
There's
so
your
stupid.
weird dance.
That is
I know.
so dumb.
So that's it. That was it.
You only got 4 skulls out of 5 that time.
Yeah.
Actually, I got 9 skulls.
There you go.
The video just stopped there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, my bad.
How dare you, man? Fuck.
So, Dylan, you still like the game? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy it.
Awesome, awesome. Well, cool. So far, pretty much good experiences across the board for us, I think. Yeah. Nikki...
I mean, we got to choose our games. So.
Yeah, we did, that's true. But we still hadn't played them before, so we could personally have not liked them.
That's true.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, cool deal. Who did anyone get a shit game award?
Like, Nikki, technically...
Yeah, but...
Her game wasn't bad,
Or like
just that level.
Yeah.
Shit difficulty or what?
I just,
Yeah.
the code I remembered happens to be for a really ridiculously hard level.
Yeah, the level's garbage.
Well, cool. All right, then. But before we go ahead and call this episode over, Matt, what are we doing next time?
It was funny that you mentioned that we all played games that we liked.
Yeah.
Because of what I randomly generated earlier. Luckily, it's a theme we haven't had yet, amazingly enough.
That exists, wow.
Though it's also a theme we have every week of the show.
Okay.
But this time we're going to have to go all out. Look at lists, look at countdowns, look at... I'm sure there's awards for this too somewhere. But this week we have to seek out and find the worst games ever made. Games that other people consider to be the worst games ever.
So it's the opposite of Game of the Year week.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
It is the dark twin of that.
I'm excited. This should be fun.
At least for people watching.
or torture, one or the other. But
Are they not synonymous?
For this show, yes.
The worst game ever made, according to someone, the worst game on a console. You can go to the Wikipedia article for a list of video games notable for negative reception, and we'll find out. We'll find something.
All right. Well then, everybody, this has been episode 46 of Cartridge Blowers. Until 2 weeks from now, don't die. I'm Cody Coleman. With me, as always, is Nikki Wright, Matt Crua, and Dylan Frisbee. Dylan, until next time.
I need something. Don't die. Keep on blowing. There you go.
I was a little concerned you were going to say, I need something to blow.
Well, in the recording.
Don't worry, we got you covered.